Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt an emptiness that never seems to go away? As if something inside you were begging for love and care, but no one could hear it. Today, I invite you to dive deep within yourself, to discover that the love you've been searching for in the world begins with what you still haven't allowed yourself to feel for your own being. And what if I told you that within your heart there is a light that has never gone out? A light ready to guide every step of your journey. That the faith you haven't yet recognized within yourself can turn pain into strength, fear into courage, and teach you to love yourself in a way no one else ever could. Get ready to discover that path. You know that moment when everything feels too heavy? When life seems to demand more than you can give? It's in that very moment, in that silent space between the heart and the mind, that the most precious opportunity arises. The chance to reconnect with yourself, to listen to your own soul, and to realize that within you there is a love that has always been there waiting to be recognized. It's not about perfection, nor about becoming someone different from who you are. It's about finally finding your way back to your own heart. To truly love yourself is not an act of selfishness. It is an act of courage, of faith, and of deep reverence for the life that flows within you. It means looking at your wounds, your doubts, and saying, I deserve to take care of myself. I deserve to believe that I am worthy of love. And when we take that step, we begin to see that faith isn't the hosting words we speak, but in the stillness that allows us to hear the divine whisper within us. Today, I invite you to join me on this journey of discovery. Together, let's learn how to transform the weight of guilt, rejection, and self-criticism into strength and light. Let's understand that every tear that fell, every fearful night, every moment of doubt was not in vain. Everything has a purpose, and often, pain is the path that leads us to the deepest encounter with our own essence. Imagine your heart as a garden. If it's full of weeds, fears, guilt, resentments, love cannot bloom. But when we begin to care for ourselves, to water with kindness and attention, to harvest the good in every experience, we realize we are capable of blooming even after the strongest storms. And in that blooming, we find renewed faith, not as a distant promise, but as a constant, silent, and gentle presence that reminds us you are never alone. Every step you take toward self-love is also a step toward the divine presence you believe in. Because to love yourself is to recognize the value of the life you've been given. It's accepting that every imperfection, every flaw, every doubt is a sacred part of your growth. And it's in that space of acceptance that healing begins. Throughout this video, I want you to allow yourself to feel every word, to take a deep breath and acknowledge what is inside you. There's no rush, no obligation. There's only the opportunity to open your heart, to touch your soul, and to realize that faith and love have always been waiting quietly for you. Let's walk this path together, step by step, remembering that every act of self-care is also an act of faith, a silent prayer that touches your inner being and connects you to what is eternal and true. Get ready to look within, with gentleness, to recognize your own light and perhaps to be surprised when you discover that the love you always searched for outside of yourself was in fact within you all along, ready to be revealed. This is the first seed of transformation. This is the doorway that leads us from pain to faith. Hello, and welcome. If you're here, perhaps you're seeking a path toward healing, a way to mend what feels broken inside. Let us start with a simple truth. The first step toward healing is to look within yourself with compassion. It's realizing that every pain you feel is valid, every fear is legitimate, and every tear is a language your heart uses when it needs attention. There's no need to rush this process. Healing happens in its own time, at the pace your soul can handle. This is your invitation to breathe, to feel, and to be fully present in your own being. Begin by acknowledging your wounds. Allow yourself to name them, to feel them fully, without any guilt or shame. Every emotion you've pushed down is like a stone on your path. Until you move it, it prevents life from truly flourishing within you. Accepting your pain isn't about resigning yourself to it. It's about taking the first step to transform it. It's saying to yourself, I see you, I feel you, and I still choose to move forward. In this process, prayer can be a powerful bridge. It doesn't need to be formal, filled with beautiful words or elaborate rituals. All it requires is a sincere conversation with the divine, with the universe, with life itself. You can speak, whisper, cry out, or simply breathe with intention. Surrender every fear, every frustration, every insecurity. Trust that there is an invisible force receiving every gesture, every word, every sigh. When you allow yourself to let go, you'll feel something inside you soften, as if a weight has been gently lifted from your shoulders. Another powerful practice is acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to agree with everything that has happened. It means understanding that the past is behind you and that every experience, no matter how difficult, carries a leçon. Acceptance frees us from resistance, resentment, and guilt. It is an act of profound self-love that allows us to look at ourselves with tenderness, to recognize our limitations, and still see our inner greatness. Of course, self-care is essential on this journey. Small, daily acts of kindness to yourself, a quiet walk in nature, a warm, relaxing bath, or even just a moment of silence are the seeds of healing. Each gesture sends a deep message to your core. You deserve care. You deserve love. The more we practice this loving attention, the stronger our faith becomes. And faith isn't just about believing in something outside of us. It's about feeling that life itself sustains us, that love can always find us, even on the darkest days. Meditation and contemplation are wonderful tools to help find balance. When you sit in silence, observing your breath, feeling your body and your thoughts without judgment, you are practicing presence. In tea states, you begin to realize that you are not your thoughts, and you are not your pain. You are the consciousness that observes it all and chooses to walk with lightness and hope. Each moment of presence connects you with your inner light, reminding you that you are whole, even when life presents challenges. Daily reflections can also serve as a guide. Ask yourself, what can I forgive in myself today? What act of love can I offer myself? How can I align with the faith that already lives within me? These simple questions open doors to inner awakening. They remind us that healing isn't a final destination, but a daily journey filled with discoveries, small miracles, and moments of gratitude. And little by little, as you follow this path, you'll begin to notice that the pain starts to transform. It ceases to be a heavy burden and becomes a silent teacher, one that teaches you about boundaries, compassion, and the true value of your own soul. Each act of care, each moment of surrender, and each instant of reflection strengthens your faith, lights the flame of hope, and connects you with the certainty that even in the middle of a storm, you are supported by something greater. Healing, therefore, is a path of self-love and faith. It's not quick, and it's not always a straight line, but it is profound. Every tear shed, every fear faced, and every silent prayer builds the bridge that leads you from suffering to lightness, from despair to trust, and from emptiness to fullness. And then comes the moment when you realize that faith, that quiet flame you thought had gone out, beginning to shine again within you. It's not a sudden, blazing light, but a gentle spark that grows with every act of self-care, every silent surrender, and every look of tenderness you give your own heart. Faith is reborn when we allow self-love to become the bridge between our pain and our hope. In that instant, you understand that you don't need grand signs or spectacular miracles. Faith reveals itself in the small things, in the breath that warms you, in an unexpected smile from a stranger, in the feeling that life keeps offering you chances to begin again. Every experience of surrender and compassion toward yourself strengthens the trust that, even in darkness, you are being guided by something greater. Your heart begins to feel lighter, and a deep sense of relief washes over you, as if a soft mantle is covering every scar. The old wounds are still there, but they no longer carry the same crushing weight. This reborn faith reminds you that you are capable of walking toward life with courage, even when you don't know what the next step is. It shows you that every challenge you've overcome and every tear you've endured is proof of the strength that lives within you, a strength that the universe planted there from the very beginning. Renewing your faith also means believing in yourself more deeply. It has the feeling that your very presence is enough, that the love you've been searching for outside has always been waiting to be recognized within. When we allow ourselves to accept this truth, the heart expands, the mind finds peace, and the soul connects with the essence of all that is sacred. It's a state of silent gratitude, where every heartbeat becomes a prayer, every breath becomes an act of trust, and every gesture of self-love becomes a demonstration of faith. In this process, we learn that faith is not the absence of fear or pain, but the ability to walk forward despite them. It's a lighthouse guiding us through the storm, a steady light, reminding us that we are never alone. Every step taken in faith is a quiet victory, a reminder that we can turn suffering into growth, doubt into trust, and sadness into hope. This renewed faith also connects us with life's purpose. We come to understand that every experience, even the most painful ones, has a role in our evolution. Nothing is lost. Nothing is in vain. The lessons that pain once brought now become wisdom. Moments of despair become memories of courage, and life itself, with all its imperfections, reveals itself as a sacred gift. And so, with a strengthened heart, you realize that faith isn't just believing in something beyond you, it's believing in your own capacity to love, to forgive, and to renew yourself each day. It's feeling that life invites you to bloom, even after the storms, and that every act of self-love is also an act of faith. Your soul expands, your inner light shines brighter, and every breath becomes a silent reminder. I am worthy, I am loved, I am enough. In this rebirth of faith, everything becomes possible. Your scars don't define you. They remind you that you survived, that you agree, and that you are ready to move forward. And it is in this space of trust and self-love that true transformation happens, a transformation that connects you deeply and eternally to life, to the Divine, and to your own beautiful essence. Have you ever felt like you've walked through fire and come out on the other side? Not burned, but somehow clearer? After the pain, after finally letting go, and after rediscovering your faith, something shifts. A new way of seeing the world emerges. It's a serene, silent gaze that observes life without the constant rush or judgment. It's as if, for the very first time, you can see your own soul reflected in every small gesture, in every detail of the world around you. Suddenly, everything feels lighter, clearer, and so much deeper. Each moment holds a meaning that once seemed invisible. This new perspective doesn't ignore the scars of the past. Instead, it embraces them as symbols of how much you've learned and grown. It understands that every pain, every fall, and every disappointment was a teacher in disguise, a guide that helped you get to know your own soul. And in that recognition, a profound sense of inner peace is born, a quiet gratitude for everything you were, all that you are, and all that you are still becoming. This new way of seeing reconnects you to your true self. The constant need for outside approval, for someone else to say you're enough, just melts away. The urge to fill emptiness with things or people that could never truly satisfy your soul disappears. Every step you took on your healing journey has strengthened the powerful realization that true fulfillment is unfound out. The Rides, born from within. It's the feeling of being whole, even in your imperfections, and realizing that the love you've been searching for outside has always been right here, reflected inside of you. This new gaze also changes how you see other people. You start to understand that every single person is walking their own path of pain, fear, and lessons. You're able to look at them with empathy, without judgment or comparison. Life stops feeling like a silent competition and transforms into a shared space where love and faith can flow freely. touching hearts and transforming realities. Now, every challenge is seen not as a roadblock, but as an opportunity to grow. Every obstacle becomes an invitation to trust the process, to be patient, and to surrender control. Anxiety loses its grip when faced with the calm presence of this new way of seeing. Your heart finds room to blossom with gentleness and compassion, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. Even nature seems to reveal itself in a new light. A sunset, a soft breeze, the sound of rain on the roof seems to whisper that there is beauty and harmony in the smallest things. Every detail becomes a gentle reminder that life is abundant and that light always finds its way, even through the deepest shadows. This new gaze teaches you to simply contemplate and be simpler, to see that simplicity is often the purest form of fulfillment. With this new awareness, faith becomes a daily presence. Self-love stops being just an idea and becomes a living practice. Caring for your body, respecting your limits, honoring your emotions, and recognizing your own dignity. Every small action carries meaning, and life ceases to be a heavy burden. Instead, it becomes a gentle dance between surrender, learning, and gratitude. And so, this new way of seeing helps you realize that true freedom isn't found in escaping pain, but in embracing it, understanding its purpose, and moving forward with confidence and serenity. It's the feeling of knowing you are whole, that you are worthy of love, that faith and hope are your constant companions, and that each moment lived with presence is a chance to express light and healing, first within yourself and then in everything around you. This new gaze is a silent rebirth and inner transformation that connects you to life with tenderness, to spirituality with trust, and to yourself with infinite compassion. It is the gaze of someone who has learned to walk toward the light, even after the shadows, and has discovered that, in the end, everything is sacred, everything has a purpose, and every single heartbeat is a silent prayer of love and gratitude. Throughout this journey we've walked the paths of pain, surrender, faith, and inner transformation. We've seen that human suffering, no matter how intense, is not an unbreakable barrier. It's an invitation to look within, to reconnect with our essence, and to realize that the love we search for in the world is always lived within our own hearts. We've learned that faith isn't just about believing in something greater outside of us. It's also about trusting our own capacity to love, to forgive, and to strengthen ourselves with each step. It's recognizing that you are worthy of care and kindness, even when you make mistakes, even when you feel small or unworthy. To love yourself, therefore, is a profound act of faith. And the more you love yourself, the more you honor the divine presence you feel reflected within you. Healing is a delicate, ongoing process. It's made of small gestures, small daily choices of attention and care. Every prayer, every moment of surrender, every sincere reflection is a bridge that leads you from suffering to lightness, from doubt to trust, from a feeling of lack to a sense of abundance. When you allow yourself to walk this path with tenderness and patience, you realize that you are never alone, that there's a silent, constant, loving presence holding and guiding you. By looking inward with this new gaze, you come to understand that true strength isn't in resisting pain, but in embracing it, transforming it, and learning from it. Every scar becomes a symbol of your resilience. Every tear shed becomes nourishment for your soul, and every act of self-love strengthens your faith, making you capable of radiating light to the world around you. Today, the invitation is for you to see that your life is an opportunity to bloom, even after the storms. The love you plant within yourself returns to you multiplied, transforming your relationships, your choices, and your perception of reality. Every act of self-care and surrender is also a silent prayer, a gesture of trust in life itself, and in the divine force that sustains us. And so, as we close this moment of reflection, I want you to carry this one certainty with you. True transformation begins when you allow yourself to truly love who you are, when you choose faith as your daily companion, and when you recognize that every experience, joyful or painful, has a sacred purpose in your journey. To love yourself is to embrace your own essence, to trust in life, and to allow the divine to manifest through you in every gesture, every thought, and every breath. Let this truth echo in your heart. You are worthy, you are loved, you are enough. May every word you've heard here become a seed of faith, light, and love, gently guiding you along your own path reminding you that life is precious and that every step taken with awareness and tenderness is a step toward inner freedom, wholeness, and the peace that already lives within you. If this message touched your heart, know that it was not by chance. That divine force within you is whispering for you to begin again, to embrace yourself, and to truly love who you are. Every step you take towards self-care is also a step of faith, a silent prayer that strengthens your soul and illuminates your path. And this journey doesn't end here. In the next video, we'll explore how to transform pain into divine wisdom, how to look at challenges through the eyes of faith, and turn every difficulty into an opportunity for growth. I want you to keep walking with me, feeling that every message is a hug for your heart, a light that guides you through the darkness, and a reminder that life, even in its hardships, is full of purpose. If you felt this connection, please subscribe to the channel and let this light continue to shine on your path. Each video is an invitation to deepen your faith, strengthen yourself, and discover that within you lies an infinite strength, just waiting to bloom. Be ready to embrace the next step of your transformation. Thank you for being here.